So we're now in chapter 706, templates. And just before we start adding content, I just want to go through the process of loading up these templates. Now, if you have access to the premium content, then you will find in chapter 8 a folder called templates. And I've created 4 templates, 2 A-sized, so I've got an A1 and an A3, and 2 arch-sized, so arch B and arch D. They're sort of the corresponding imperial sizes to these A sheets. So if you prefer to use this size or this size, then it's entirely up to you. Also, what is up to you is where you save them. What you have to do is copy these and then paste them either into this path, so the program data, SketchUp 2015 layout and templates, or the local path, which is your users, then your name and the application data, roaming, and SketchUp 2015 layout and templates. Alternatively, you can create your own path. Now, I've created a path on my desktop. If you wanted to create a path on your shared server, then you could do that and copy the files into that. And depending on where you've copied them, they're either going to appear, let's close this down, they're either going to appear when you go new. Default templates are the top path, the My templates are your local path, and then the desktop templates, in my case, this is the one I've created myself. So if you would prefer to use the A sizes or the arch sizes, it doesn't matter. As far as units go in SketchUp, it's much, much easier than something like AutoCAD, which uses a unit as a unit, whether it's an inch, a millimeter, or a meter. In SketchUp, you draw something that's a meter and you measure it with an imperial scale, and it just turns out to be 3 foot 3 3/8 inches. And it also works with scale. If I scale something to a 1:96 as opposed to a 1:100 and put a measure across it, whether it was imperial or metric, it would still come out with exactly the same dimension. So regardless of whether you want to use imperial or metric measurements in this, the same content can be used for either. If you are going to use imperial dimensions, then I would suggest you use the arch sizes because they are slightly larger than the A sizes. And the scales 1:96 is slightly bigger than it is at 1:100. So decide upon which template size and which folder path you want to put them in. And then I'm going to load up my A1 logo template and I'm ready to go.